Hi, my name is Robert Nakagawa. I'm the Scout Executive for the Delmarva Council of Boy Scouts of America. I'm so glad you chose to partner with us to take advantage of our property with our Coronavirus Victory Gardens. I'm looking forward to meeting you someday in the garden, whether you're a first-time gardener or you're an experienced gardener with years of experience. Looking forward to visiting and getting to know you and seeing what kind of vegetables we're all growing together in this time of need. If you're growing for your family, great. If you're growing for the community, better yet. But whatever it is, the Scout is prepared, and we're just being prepared for the future that comes with the COVID virus, and we hope that you can take advantage of this opportunity like we are.
Hi, my name is Mike McGrath, and I'm serving as the Educational Director for the new Scout Victory Garden here at Akridge Scout Reservation near Camden, Delaware. Glad you could join us for this first of the videos in a series of 6 that will help you get started in our new community garden. Thanks to Robert, our council exec, for that nice introduction a minute ago. And Robert has been a big inspiration to getting this community garden started. And so in this first video, I just want to cover some basics. And I want to share with you, first of all, why do we garden? We garden for a lot of different reasons. For good health, to provide food for our families, to get some exercise in the outdoors, to learn more about how our food comes to our table, and perhaps we can even help some of our neighbors. Here at the Akridge Scout Reservation, we've set aside about a ½ acre for 24 individual lots that will comprise our Scout Victory Garden. So in this first video, I want to share with you some of the joys that we'll find with gardening and how to get started in this great hobby. Whether you're a new gardener or an old pro, I'm hopeful you'll find some things of interest in our 6 videos and the associated links that we're going to provide in each one. Today I just want to cover the basics of community gardening and some of our basic rules and regulations. First off, in the description below this video, you will find the contact information for our garden coordinator. You'll also find some links to further videos and some websites that may prove useful to you as you start your gardening experience here. We will be following organic methods in this garden, meaning that we will not be using any strong chemicals to control insects or diseases. While it is not organic certified, of course, we do think that this is the safest way to carry on the community garden. So today I want to share with you a few tips and tricks as we get started. One of the things I want to talk about is tools. Now, you may find this a little strange, but I think one of the most important tools for any gardener is a small notebook and a waterproof pen or pencil. Yeah, you will want to write down some information each day when you come out to the garden about temperature and weather, some things that you're planting, things that you observe concerning insects and diseases and other things that might interest you as you share your gardening experience. And that notebook will become a future reference for you, not only during the year as you set down ideas of things that you need to accomplish, but also for next year. As you look back on your experience, it'll be a valuable tool. A few other basic tools that you might want to bring, in addition to the ones that we'll be supplying here at the garden for those that may not own tools or maybe only have a limited supply of tools of your own. One simple thing, of course, is a small hoe. This is great. You'll need to maintain a weed control throughout the year. It's one of the crucial things regarding gardening. Just a small hoe will do fine. And for children, and for fine weeding, a small weeder like this, that's just a hand weeder, or perhaps even what we might call an asparagus knife, can be used to root out weeds, smooth the surface, and make rows to put your seeds in when you're doing direct seeding. And another valuable tool is to have a stiff rake or a solid backed rake. A small rake can help you level the ground, remove debris and stones that you may find in the soil, and it can even be used to make rows to plant seeds in. The corner can be used to dig a hole. to put a seed or a plant in. So these tools are ones that you might have already in your garage or around the house, but we'll also be providing tools here at the Scout Victory Garden. We'll also be using water hose. Right down at the other end of the field here is a water spigot that's all weather, and the hose will be provided so that you can water your 10 by 20 foot plot. Now there'll be a total of 24 plots here in this half acre or so, and one of the things that we'll be doing is spacing them far enough apart so we can maintain social distancing and good guideline practices during the pandemic. And in fact, you might also want to bring along your face mask, and it could be something as simple as this one, which I made out of paper towel, that you can use in case you want to abide by those guidelines as you move out of your home and into the garden. Again, in the description below this video, you can find the contact information for our garden coordinator, who can supply you with more information about the Scout Victory Garden and a copy of our rules and regulations. But let me just touch on a few of those. First of all, of course, we expect all garden participants to treat each other with respect. And that means to not be conversing and moving about in violation of the distancing guidelines that are now in place. But also we want to make sure that each day, if you borrow tools from our tool shed, that they're cleaned and returned to the tool shed area. Likewise with hoses that are used for watering your plot. At the end, when you're finished watering your plot, coil up those hoses and move them back into the area where the spigot and the hoses will be at the other end of this field. Each day, organic matter, weeds and debris should be removed from your plot as you're weeding and taking care of your plot, and take those organic materials and put them in the compost pile, which we will begin here next to the garden. Any trash or other inorganic debris should be removed and taken home with you each day. Let me mention a few other health and safety items. We certainly recommend that all gardeners have a nice pair of closed-toed shoes for safety. It might be a pair of work shoes like those that I'm wearing, or it could be sneakers, but with a closed toe to protect your feet. We also recommend long-sleeve shirt and a hat, preferably in the summer, broad-brimmed, in order to protect your body from the harmful rays of the sun, or using sunscreen at least 40 SPF. Another safety feature that I might mention, really, that you might not think of, is keeping your tools sharp. So I always recommend carry a small file with you to keep your hose and other edged instruments, your weeders and so on, sharp. Why? A sharp tool actually cuts and does what you direct it to do, rather than bouncing off and perhaps coming back and hitting your feet or otherwise causing an injury. Keeping your tools sharp is smart too, efficiency. Well, I'd like to end this video by telling you that I have many years of experience, over 38 years as a professional in agriculture, but also before that being raised on a vegetable farm here in Delaware. I can tell you that gardening and farming of vegetables has a long and honorable history. I think you'll find it enjoyable, as many millions of people have found it to be before. And here in this community garden, we hope that many of you will discover gardening for the first time and the benefits and joys of raising your own food for your family. So I would ask that you like this video if you found something that was useful about it, and that you also subscribe and click on the bell below to make sure that you are notified about any future additions to this series. So again, subscribe to our channel. If you have comments, either positive or negative, please include them below in the comments section of this video. Again, more information will be found there regarding websites that we've found that could be useful to you as you learn about gardening, and also some YouTube videos that give some further details about beginning your gardening journey. We hope you enjoyed this video, and please keep an eye out for the next ones that are coming along, when we're going to cover things like selecting what seeds to plant, how to actually plant and get your seeds going, how to weed and water and control insects and other topics that'll get you started in the best possible way here in the Scout Victory Garden. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.